Hey kids, New England Haunter here. My name is Jamie. I am super excited for today's video. We are kicking off season 2 of my Did It Work series, where we go over my most recent Halloween build videos that I did for you guys. If they broke, what I did to fix them, any tweaks I had to do along the way, how they lasted in the weather. In today's episode, we're going to be covering my DIY Halloween graveyard skull cross tutorial video I did for you guys last season. It's a mouthful. Did it work? Let's do this.
Step right up, come on in, join the show, it's about to begin.
As always, the original build video will be linked in the description. For this build, I used a hollow plastic skull, an old board, great stuff, various spray paints, 3M spray, creepy cloth, and imitation hair. First thing I did was remove that jaw. That's my favorite look for these types of builds. And guys, this is your build, so don't feel that you have to remove the jaw. You could leave it on, or you could reposition it with hot glue. Here you can see I'm adding that creepy cloth. I'm using that 3M adhesive spray. You'll also see me adding the hair here as well. We're not going to be going through this entire video step by step. If that's something that you're interested in tackling, again, the original build video is linked in the description below, so be sure to check that out. And this is how it looks before adding the great stuff or applying any paints. It actually looks pretty good. You could almost leave this as is. But we're going to kick it up a few notches by adding more creepy cloth, the great stuff, and layering in some paints. And when working with great stuff, be sure to wear gloves. If you get this on your hands, it's really difficult to remove. This shot is right before I started painting. You can see the great stuff is cured. The creepy cloth is intertwined in with it. It's such an awesome vibe. Real light coats here, guys. Take your time. I'm using various browns, black, and you're going to see red here in just a moment to give us that bloody look. Here's the final product. I absolutely love how this thing turned out. If you're a regular follower of my channel, you know that I made this specifically for a halfway to Halloween free giveaway, and it absolutely killed me to have to give this up. Now, if you caught my original Did It Work series, you know that this is normally where we go to shout-outs and we talk about the comments that people made on the original build videos. This one in particular was my first giveaway. So what I did was, for people to enter to win, they had to subscribe to the channel, they had to like the video, and they had to comment, "I want it," in the comments. So I had dozens and dozens and dozens of "I want it" from people. But out of all those, I was still able to pull some that we can talk about. Shelby Lisa 3782 says, "I have been making all of my graveyard props for 20 years. It's awesome to see someone else's creativity. I would be privileged to have another talented artist display their masterpiece in my yard." Well, I appreciate that very much. Very sweet. Thank you. Cole Mist says, "Nice job. One step closer to Halloween. I don't have any spooky people who would appreciate your decorations, so I can't enter the contest, but good luck to all." Thank you. Lynn Gordon 5901. Now Lynn is a regular commenter here in our group. She's awesome. She does her own display as well. It's always great hearing from her. She says, "How cool is this? It's a super easy build." She goes on to say that she'll definitely be doing one of these. She also says that your videos inspire me to build more things every year. Actually, I think the grave popper that I had made in a previous video, that she'll be attempting that next. So yeah, thank you so much, Lynn. I appreciate that. Memphis Summers 4171 says, "Everyone please be careful while using great stuff. It's extremely dangerous. Keep it away from children or your pets." He brings up a good point. I do try to always say to use proper supervision, ventilation, safety glasses when needed. If I didn't say that in this video, I apologize about that. He's absolutely right. This stuff, man, you don't want to get it on your skin. It'll be on you for weeks. It's really hard to get off. Memphis Summers 4171. I appreciate you pointing that out. Robert Rivera 9162. I should mention he's a haunter. He also has a YouTube channel. Great content. He has a what I consider almost a pro haunt in his backyard. It's a castle. It's really awesome. Be sure to check him out. I will link him in the description below. He appreciates the build. He said he got a lot of tips for making other props. And he also said that he liked the way that I installed the hair on this particular prop. I'm glad he brought that up because that is one thing that kind of sets certain props aside from others. I try not to do it with all of my props because I want them all to look, different. But for me, when I'm corpsing a skeleton, just adding a little bit of hair to it looks really awesome. It kind of takes it to a new level. A lot of my zombies you'll see in my yard, I add hair to those as well. Not all, but yeah, it just adds a real eerie element in my opinion. Restless Hill Cemetery. This is another haunter who has a great YouTube channel. His name is Ray. I will link him in the description below as well. He says, awesome prop. He suggests checking out red floral spray paint. You can find that in any hobby shop like a Michael's, Hobby Lobby. He also suggests you could use a red anodized candy, it's called, made by Duplicolor, I believe. And you can find that at most auto shops. He's referring to the part in the video where I was using the painting of the kind of the gory part. So I don't do a lot of gore here in my display, so I don't really have a lot of things like that on hand. But yeah, it's definitely something to look out for. I appreciate that, Ray. Jordan at My Flippin Life says, jaw always off when it comes to making these, makes it look more brutal. And he goes on to say that he uses zero supervision. That's Jordan for you. I will link Jordan in the description below as well. Another haunter. So for my DIY Halloween graveyard skull cross tutorial video, did it work? Yes, it absolutely did. The actual prop that I made in the video, I obviously sent that away, but I've made a number of these in the past. As a matter of fact, here's the original version that I made a number of years ago, and I believe that this was in the original build video that I did this season for you guys as well. This thing has held up really, really good. I'll probably this coming year add a little more hair to it. Over the years, with all the great stuff here, I used to have pieces that attached down to the horizontal piece here. That's kind of broken off over the years, and part of that could be storage. End of the season, I usually just kind of throw things in my loft and back to storage. But yeah, it's held up really good. I love these builds because they are super easy to make. They don't have to be made exactly like how I did it in the build video. You can just take a skull, screw it on to a piece of wood, add the horizontal piece. It could be made out of a tree limb in your backyard or any type of wood that you have around your house. You don't have to use great stuff. You could just wrap creepy cloth around it. Add hair, don't add hair. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you just found this channel and you haven't subscribed and you're into Halloween all year round, this is what we do. Subscribe, it's completely free. We'd love to have you be part of the community. Take care, stay warm, stay safe.